Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Board Explorer, with the lovely Julia. Hello, Julia.
Hello, lovely Richard.
Oh, we've got a lovely horse
Lovely horse
us
in company.
on the other side of this hawthorn hedge. We are just the north side of Small Dole in West Sussex, and we're going to go on I think it's about a 2-mile walk down to the river Adur and around and then back. So it's a circular walk just to get out. We're filming on a Good Friday, so let's hope it's a good walk. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Right, off we go. See you later, horsey.
Bye-bye.
Hopefully the horse will be here when we're back. When we're passing a little stream just down here, which I think must lead down to the river.
Sounds lovely.
Listen to that. A little chillier today than I had expected, actually. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a boggy walk.
No, it shouldn't be, because it has been more dry than
rainy
lately.
We've
so
been very
right.
lucky with the sun and a little bit of heat, and so now, although it's not anything like the temperatures of winter, it's funny, you get used to those little bits of heat, and then when it drops a bit,
it feels colder than it is.
Yeah, definitely. So this, I've just looked at the map again just to remind myself of this little circular walk, and we should go down to the I've forgotten what it's called, the Downslink railway, the abandoned railway that's now a footpath, which takes you from Shoreham up to Christ Hospital, and then I think you can actually walk all the way up to, the other end of it is up towards Guildford way anyway. We won't be doing that. We'll do a short stretch, get down to the Adur, and then we sort of circle back. But again, it's that thing about getting out into the countryside and just having a look at the state of play. And look, we're surrounded by all this blackthorn. And you can see here, look, the buds of this blackthorn. Oh, I just fell down a ditch. All over the place.
Really tiny on this one at the moment, but
yeah,
they're all in different states of play, aren't they? Some of them are fully out, every single flower. Some of them are still just tiny little buds, but they're all going. It's fascinating because you look around and you just don't think, when you're walking around in winter, you don't think about how many different hawthorns or blackthorns there are until the time comes around when they bloom or leaf, and then you're like, oh, there's one.
And it's just so easier to identify them because blackthorn, from a distance in the winter, and hawthorn, they can look very similar when they haven't got the leaves or anything to identify them. And then
it's all down to the time of year that you see them.
Absolutely. And then behind me, look, there's a tree here that's just covered with all sorts of different lichin and it's another blackthorn, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's got all this sort of moss and all sorts of stuff.
One would think it's dead, but it's not. It's still got blooms about.
I think it must be the lichin that makes it look dead, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because it just looks
zombie feel.
Old and scaly. Well, it was a very pleasant little stroll through that avenue of both blackthorn and hawthorn next to the river. We're still next to this little stream or brook. I never know what the difference is between a brook and a stream. And we've come now into a wider area as we head down towards the old abandoned railway in sort of open land, which is very nice.
Yeah, it's very picturesque. I do spy what's black and white and surrounded by green and makes a bold man run.
Is it a penguin with a red, I don't know, a cow?
Yes.
Can you see cow? Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're way over there in another field.
Luckily, I think we're going to avoid them. Yeah, somewhere in the distance there on the wide angle lens you won't really see it, but fortunately they're not here. But that distant sort of brown hedgerow, I think, is where the railway must be, and that's where we're going to pop onto the catch a train. That's the plan. We've still got the river just over here. I say river, stream. We've still got it just going down here, which every now and again we just catch, don't we? We catch the sound of the running water.
Trickling in the
It's very
flowing.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice to hear that. And again, right in the distance, we've got Chantonbury Ring. Yet again.
Unmistakable.
Unmistakable. We're always in the lee of that when you're north of the Downs in this part of West Sussex. It's really weird, isn't it? We found 2 of these circular cut bits of turf.
Very uniformly done. I don't think we put it back in the right way.
And I wondered if it was a metal detector looking for something, but I'm not sure now. I've seen the second one. They're
Very odd. I can't put it back
identically
in.
the same size, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really bizarre. I mean, if they've done, it almost looks like it's just one tool that's just gone.
Yeah.
That, but it's probably not.
Well, if anybody knows what it might be, or have seen them elsewhere, do let me know.
Yeah.
It's an odd place to come
Curious.
metal detecting unless there's a history here that we just don't know about,
Yeah.
which you never know.
No, you never know.
I've realised also that I have done part of this walk a couple of years ago when I did a 5-mile walk from Henfield, and we will go on part of that path, the little bridge that you just walked over that we're not actually going across this time yet.
Potentially.
I think we come back on that, so we've got a big circular walk to go first. And there seems to be a bit of a
Beautiful little
wetland.
wetland, yeah.
I was looking at just behind us.
Just this section here, isn't it?
Yeah. We've managed now to get onto the Downslink railway, or non-railway,
Ex-railway.
abandoned railway, whatever. Yeah, which it's, of course, being Good Friday, it is goodly busy.
Yeah, and I mean not anxiety riding busy, but it's kind of nice, isn't it? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, it's for all the emptiness in the countryside around this area. This is like a little thoroughfare.
It's like the motorway of walkers.
Yeah, and
That's-
cyclists.
and cyclists. And fewer people venture out onto the smaller footpaths, which is why I actually like the smaller footpaths, but we're only doing a small bit of this. We're going to get down to the river and then we leave this. But already it's interesting because you start to see a completely different set of flowers and fauna, don't you?
Flora and fauna, yes.
So we just saw these white hanging flowers. I wonder if somebody could identify them for us, because
Let's not bother hazarding a guess ourselves.
yeah, they're like a very enlarged snowdrops, but clearly they're not snowdrops.
Wrong timing.
And then there was a daffodil and what have you. Of course, we've still got the blackthorn and hawthorn, and there's a bit of elder here, right beside me. Where is it? I'm walking backwards. I don't want to fall down. Bit of elder
Ta-da!
down there, and all sorts of different tree species, but native ones most likely, that have been here since the railways.
Sadly, it looks like
They've been
a bit of
hacked.
hacking goes on.
Yes.
Oh, so bad when it splinters the ends of
And the hacking
trunks
is
like
it's
that.
just very severe,
Opens
isn't
them
it?
up to all sorts of infection.
It does. Look at this. That's so awful. I mean, I think the hedgerows, when they cut them with the metal tractor mowing thing to give them the crew cut along the top, is bad. But these big, as you say, they're open to much more infection and do a lot more damage. Oliver Rackham would turn in his grave if he saw it. Just crept down here down on the verge really, and I'm surrounded by these amazing cows. Friesians, aren't they? Hello. Get a good whiff of them, I can tell you that much.
Barely more than babies, they're so beautiful. I just want to wrap them all up in my arms and hug them forever. Hello. They're beautiful. They're so scared. Hello.
We've left the Downslink. We weren't on it for terribly long.
No.
Enough to see the cows, they were lovely.
Babies.
And we came to a bridge which goes over the river. This is the River Adur, and it comes down at Shoreham. I think this is the River Adur, yes. And we're now beginning to do the circle back, and we'll cut across. We'll follow the river for a little bit and then cut across farmland. We will then end up back on the original path that we came down through the avenue of Blackthorn, and then that will be our walk. But it's been delightful so far.
Wonderful. I've seen so many different animals, wild and otherwise. Lovely.
And lots of birds, which again, difficult to film on a small camera like the GoPro, but lots of different callings.
Yeah, I'm slowly learning to pick out different ones. I can't identify
No,
at all at the moment. But
it's a lifetime's occupation, isn't it? Trying to learn all these different species. But
well, I can't remember who said it, but you keep learning till you die, basically.
yes,
No, yeah, that is what it said. But there was something specific.
yeah, keep learning till you die. Well, you can't learn after you're dead, can you?
Yeah, the quote is well, should have been much more poetic than that, but I messed it up.
Never mind. It's up to you, Melanie. We've come out onto a lane that's past a very lovely little farm, not so little really, farmhouse, and this will take us a little bit further, and then we go to that funny little bridge that you did a wave on.
Oh yes.
And then that we're back on the avenue. So we're pretty much at the end of our walk in terms of new stuff, because we'll only be going back on places that we've been before. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been good fun, hasn't it?
It's been lovely.
And
really, really nice.
Just as we're nearing the end, the sun comes out. But it's nice because the warmth and also the breeze is less chilly.
Yes, absolutely.
So that is a godsend. But anyway, there we are, that's us. We hope you enjoy it. Happy Easter, everybody. If you're watching as we record this at Easter time on a Good Friday, this obviously goes out before Sunday, but after Good Friday. And if you're watching this at any other time, well, I hope you had a good one. Yeah, so it's so difficult when people watch at different times. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, become a patron, support what we do, all the usual, give us a thumbs up, etc, etc. And we'll be out on another one.
Yes. Catch us soon.
Catch us soon. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.